Thank you, channel members! Oh my goodness, Teapot 17 was so good, you guys! Loads of cool moments, and Bottle was a lot of fun as the host in this episode. Anyways, you know the drill by now. A new Teapot episode means a new My Predictions For video. So let's get started. But first, I will recap my predictions for last time and see what I got wrong. For the release date, I predicted that would be during the last full week of April, the week of April 21st, but it ended up being earlier than that, April 15th. The fact they got within a week is nice though, and this is the first Teapot episode released in April, the last month to not have one if you count meetup screenings. I actually got both eliminations right for once, if we go by my final flawed prediction due to it being newer, that is. I got Pillow right in both, but I originally predicted Winner would be out and not Yellowface. Interestingly, Winner was actually above Donut, Pillow wasn't the lowest when I thought she would be, and nobody was even particularly close together aside from Pencil and GB, who were the first two safe anyways. I was very right about more One-related plot moments. She kidnapped Donut and offered him arms, and he actually refused the deal. Luckily, Yellowface lost his stolen limbs, which allowed Donut to get his arms back finally. Barfbag and the others also got to meet Six, who was the only one left at the algebra playground. What may have happened to the others, besides 1, 2, 4, and X of course? Two didn't come back. They didn't even get any speaking lines this episode, or do anything at all. I hope they can finally get back to it soon enough. There were more plot development moments with Pencil. Book has finally straight up said that she hates Pencil, and I think she's right to, given that it feels like Pencil's using her. At the same time, I feel bad for Pencil because all of her other friends are MIA. Finally, I got both losing teams right, Team 2 and Bagged, although I think this is something we all saw coming, to be honest. Time for the predictions part of the video. I believe that Teapot 18 will be the episode shown at the first 3 locations of the BFDI and II tour. It will then release on YouTube the day after the 3rd location, just like how Teapot 12 did last year. The 3rd location, New York, is July 11th to 13th, so my answer is July 14th. I do think there is a tiny possibility that Teapot 18 will be a non-competition episode released before the meetup, and then Teapot 19 will be the one for the meetup. However, the current trajectory of eliminations ends on a final 3 in Teapot 25, and I doubt they would want to mess that up. That may be a topic for another time. As I mentioned before, we went back to 2 losing teams this episode, with Team 2 and Bagged each losing a member this time. Who do I think will get out on each team? Let's find out. Bagged had the lower score between the losing teams, so they will lose a member first. Pen will be the first one safe because of that ending moment he had with Pencil. Bottle will be second because she was just generally a great and funny presence throughout the episode with her attempt at hosting. I also think Lai will easily avoid elimination. As for the bottom 2, Tennis Ball and TV, I think Tennis Ball will get to stay due to his role in the One plot, as well as fans of Golf Ball wanting him to stay in. TV was great this episode, but I'm not sure he can get any further than this. I know I've said similar before, but I would be surprised if he survives over Tennis Ball or even gets particularly close to it. As for Team 2, who are in the same position Just Not was right before that team swap, the first one safe will be Book because of her conflict with Pencil, then Grassy due to how well he worked with Tree in this episode. Leaving us with our bottom two, Price Tag and Snowball. Is a debuter going to depart? Or will I have to invalidate my final flawed prediction even after the episode itself didn't? This was a pretty tough call to make, and it might be a controversial one, but I think Snowball is going to get out in Teapot 18. This would likely also make him the last to fall prior to the merge. Speaking of which, we are definitely going to be hitting the merge in Teapot 18 now that we know that a team will be down to 30 members. Remember that the team swap occurred after Just Not was down to just Book, Taggy, and Pillow. Maybe we'll also get to see what Tree's token, temporarily in Marker's possession, does. Teapot 18 will be a lot less plot-focused than Teapot 17 was. Mainly, I think it will just be the stuff with Pencil that gets touched upon more so than anything with 1. Under the assumption that Teapot 18 will in fact be the merge, I think it will be the 5 who do the worst in the challenge that could put up for elimination. In that scenario, I think Bottle, Fanny, Donut, Price Tag, and Grassy are the ones most likely to end up as poor performers during the merge. What do you think of my predictions? Let me know in the comments along with what you think will happen, as I am very interested to know your opinions. But for now, I will leave you off with the recap of my predictions. I believe the episode will release at the tour, then on YouTube on July 14th, TV and Snowball will be eliminated, and more likely than not we reach the merge. I think 5 will lose, and the most likely candidates are Bottle, Fanny, Donut, Price Tag, and Grassy, assuming none of them get eliminated, which is obviously not applicable to Fanny or Donut. Thank you for watching, make sure to subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you in the next one.